Hi everyone, now this is a fly I'm going to tie. These are this is a wee sparkle done. Basically the reason I'm sitting tying these is I'm doing a couple for my box, and a friend of mine was round visiting last week, and he had a box of dries with him, and he was showing me them, and he had some sparkle duns in his box, and I went, geez, I remember fishing these, it's a wee while since I've tied some, and they work a treat. I mean, they're basically a compara done, but I'm going to show you how I tie it. I'll show you how to tie this one, and it's quite simple. Hook choice, it's up to yourself really, but I'm using the Full and Milt. This one here is an Ultimate Dry, size 16, it's a barbless hook. Thread is, I'm going to be using the Uni 80 in Lt.Cahill. Just going to wax the thread first, just run it through. Now I'm going to wind my thread to the midway point, halfway down, or when I'm in line with the point of the hook, remove the waste and bring the thread back up halfway. Now, a lot of people ask me why I use a roe deer a lot. It's easy to get here in the UK. It's one of the wild deers we can get. Now this is basically, I wouldn't say it's a summer coat, but it's close to a summer coat, so it's got a good colour to it. But anyway, I mean, I just pick a patch to suit the colour I want when I'm buying it. Now, bring out a few fibres for the form the wing. Trim away from the skin, and I just in my fingertip, I twist my fingers just to open out the fibre and remove any underfur, because I'm going to stack it. I'm going to put it tips first into the stacker, tap on my desk, some of the fluff there, so the hair's lined up, and remove it from the stacker. You tie this forward. You're looking for a wing length round about, you get the black tips there, right at the eye there. So I'm going to tie it about just nearly the full length of the hook, forward of the eye. So I come over with a couple of turns, tighten up, nice and tight. Now the way I like with roe deer, I love to break it off. So I wind down a wee bit, I do a kind of winder turn, another one, and then I just pinch it off. Nice and tight, and then we'll bring the thread back up, keeping the fibres forward. And then what I'm actually going to use, this is the Full and Milt material. I'll show you what it's called. It's the Ultra Dry yarn. In this case it's tan. It's an unusual colour. Well, it's not an unusual colour, but I use it like a light dun, this tan colour. It's a great colour. I need a single strand. Now normally you just tie it in, run it down for the tail, but I mix this into the wing as well. So just to line up the ends. Now you could double up on the strands, you could do 2 strands on this. It's up to yourself, or you even can mix it. So you want to tie it laying on top of your deer hair, the same length, and you just start to work your way down. Get to the back of the hook, just come underneath with a turn, which I like to lock it in. Tail length, or shuck length if really, because it gives a good impression of shucks. So you just trim it there. Now the materials for the body, again, it's up to yourself, but your favourite dry fly, it could even be just the thread. It could be quilt bodies, it could be whatever you like. Dubbing here, I'm using the Ultra Dry. This one's a light olive, it's a nice colour. So I'm going to tease some out. Dub it onto my thread. Slide it up. I usually come round with a turn to catch it in and then tighten. It's a long fibre there, take away. Now this can be as thin or as thick as you like, it's up to you. It's going to taper up anyway because of the way the deer hair. So we just work our way all the way up. check my, just going to go back a wee bit here. Now as we get to the wing, we want to lift our wing straight up. I usually bring my thread in front with some of the dubbing. Just you want to really push up against the wing. Now if you do need a wee drop more, or a wee touch more on, just to finish it off. Just stroke anything going forward, stroke it back. Bring your thread to the front, just leave things as it is just now. Oh, it's going to get some varnish, just run it onto your thread, and then we'll hit finish. Draw away, and bring this back up, and then you might blend it. It will mix. Once you start to cast it, it'll mix. You can come underneath. You can keep it rough if you want, or you can trim it. Just run it along to give a nice shape in your body. There we go. Simple way of tying the fly is a great way with adding the ultra dry yarn into the wing. Blends nicely into it. You could use Parapost, Polypro. You could use CDC even if you want it into the wing, but this way of tying it with obviously the tail of the fly or the shuck of the fly, and then keeping it blended into the wing just works really well. I say it's a good way of tying the fly, simple way. You can tie like this mix. This is the usual type fly. This is a tan and brown mix with the same deer here, believe it or not, and a tan body. It's got a wee bit UV in that, so I guess it's another way, a good way of doing it. You can, again, as I say, you can mix. So get dark grey done and the tan mix in there. There's lots of methods, lots of ways. These float forever. These are, especially when I fish these normally, it's when there's a hatch going on, because this would give the impression of the hatching done, the nymph hatching, the shuck attached, and that's why I like using them. And as I say, they float forever. You could catch all day with these, just quick dry and they're back out. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and again, thanks for watching.